What's up everyone? Welcome to a new video on the channel. Welcome to another video where I get to try some of the tunes that you guys have sent me. So, obviously this is a series where, like I said, I try the tunes that you guys have sent me over on the Discord. Now, the link to that will be down in the description box below, along with a bunch of my other stuff, but the Discord is there as well. And you guys can join it and post the tunes in the channel that's, you know, for the tunes, for the videos. So, if you want me to try some of your tunes, even if I don't pick them this week or the week after or whatever, I will go back and I'll check the tunes and stuff like that, and I will probably eventually end up picking them. And yeah, that's pretty much how this works. I get to try some of your crazy tunes. So if you have anything interesting you want to send over, anything good, anything really bad that you've created, maybe like a troll tune or something like that, that'd be kind of fun. Doesn't matter. But yeah, if you have anything fun for me to try, send it over there. Alright, so let's get started. Now, I have one here that I want to try. It seems like a fun tune. It seems like something like funny to try and drive. So let's give it a shot. It's a Tofu Transit, aka Drift Box, share code, and then it says the Ford Transit Super Sports Van. Basically, the Ford Transit. A drift build that this guy's created. So I want to try it. I want to see what it's like. I don't know if I've ever drifted the van in this game. I've done it in previous Forza titles, but I don't know if I've ever done it in this game. So go on then. Why not? Right, share code for this 175704968. There it is. Search. There's the drift box. Suspension drift, tire compound drift, 1750 horsepower. I mean, he pretty much maxed this thing out. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's give it a shot and see what it's like. I like the way he kept the rear wheel drive though. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I'll give this guy props for. He did keep it rear wheel drive. He didn't give me an all wheel drive. Yeah, I've never driven the van in this game. Well, sorry, I've never drifted the van in this game. But props to this guy for leaving it rear wheel drive. So this is obviously what I'm gonna be sliding around with. Let's see what his one is like. Alright, boom. Slap it on. 135 grand. Fair enough. Of course it's got anti-lag. Every car in this game has anti-lag now. Alright. Well, it definitely wants to go sideways. Okay. Seems a little weird. It said it prefers to slide downhill, but it's playful everywhere. Fifth gear is quite long. Okay, you can actually hold quite a decent amount of angle with this thing. I know we didn't build this thing to be competitive. Oh, this is good actually. Alright, interesting. Interesting. So basically what I've just done there is I tried to see how much angle can I actually hold before I spin this thing out. I'm gonna have to test it out and see on the actual track here. Bring it downhill, like he said. I'm also gonna bring this thing down with sim steering. We'll see if that helps enough or not. Alright, time to pop my way down this hill pretty much, I guess. Just pop out of that exhaust. Okay. It just feels weird to drive. I feel like this should be very easy anyway to drive, regardless of what sort of tune you put on it. Transitions a little slowly. So far the gear ratios are actually fine. I thought fifth gear was going to be a bit too long and I was going to have to use fourth for a lot of these corners, and fourth was going to be too short, but the gears actually aren't that bad. Fifth is still a little too long though, I think. Like when I change from fourth to fifth, it just drops in revs by a lot. I don't know if that's just if that's just the way this gearbox is. See what I mean? Like they're doing like what, 69 miles an hour? Okay, so I need to be slightly quicker. Fifth seems alright. Again, when I'm going uphill, it's kind of struggling. The angle's there though, like it wants to stay sideways. I like it. It's fun. This is what I mean, like, if you build stuff like this for fun, I think in the last video when I was roasting people's tunes, I've had so many people, like, sorry, it wasn't so many people, like the people that I actually tried the tunes, like one of the guys whose tune I tried, and I kind of made fun of it in the video because the whole video was like me roasting your tunes, and the guy whose tune that I was roasting, he just said he found it funny, and you know, it's just a funny bit. Like, I'm not here just to make fun of the person making the tune, I'm making fun of the tune itself, you know what I mean? So there were people like taking it seriously on other people's behalf. I don't know why. Like, why do people do that? Like, just it doesn't have anything to do with you. If I'm being, like, I guess rude, or if I'm roasting people's tunes, I'm not making fun of the person. Like, I'm not here like destroying the person's feelings or something like that because I made fun of some crappy tune that they've created. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a tune in a video game. It's not that deep. So basically, for the people who got pissed on other people's behalves, the only thing I want to say to you guys is eat shit and suck my dick. Like, that's it. I just want to say that. This shouldn't concern you. Just enjoy the video. I'm messing around. It's all fun. It's all banter. It's banter in the comments. I mess around with you guys as well. I always talk shit to you guys. You guys talk shit to me. That's perfectly fine. But then there's people who actually get offended by stuff like that, and I don't want you on my videos. Just go away. Just go to someone else. I don't care that you don't like how quote unquote rude you think I am to people. It's not being rude. It's like messing around. The people that get it. Even the people on my Discord, you know, I'm rude to them, they're rude to me. But I can't call it rude because it's not being rude. It's just, it's messing around, you know? Like, it's just, like, I'm being nice to them when I'm being nice to them. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know how to say this. It's like being friendly with people, you know what I mean? It's like how I act with my friends. That's how I act with the random people in my Discord and people in my comments and stuff like that. And that's how I treat you guys, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have friends like that, if you like, I don't want to be the type of person who only says nice. Oh, I've lost it. I don't want to be the type of person that one of like the fake people that just goes around saying nice things all the time. I honestly don't. I feel like that shit's so fake, and I don't like that. If I'm being a realist, if I'm here like, you know, saying when something's shitty is shitty, when something's good is good, I feel like my opinion then matters more. If I'm always doing, like, saying the right things, if I'm always saying the things that people want to hear instead of saying my actual opinion on things, I just feel like that's such a, it's a fake persona that I'm not that type of person. I'm not here to put down a fake personality online. It's me speaking as well. I kind of over exaggerate a little bit. I'm a lot quieter in real life than obviously in videos, but like, again, it's commentary style video, so that's why I talk all the time, and I talk a lot in the videos. Obviously, if you see me in person or whatever, I'd say hi to you or whatever, but I'm not gonna be like holding a conversation like I am right now, you know, to like a general group of people. You know what I mean? But overall, I don't like being a fake person. I don't like being a fake person online. I don't like being a fake person in person. You know, to people, like, it's just the way I am. And I'm sorry if you get offended by that. Actually, sorry, I'm not sorry that you get offended by that. If you get offended by that, I don't care. I really don't. Go and watch someone else. Go and watch someone else that licks your ass every time you comment a nice thing on their video, because I don't care. You know what I mean? I just don't care. If someone is always nice to you, then you don't know how they actually think about you. You know? And if someone's always nice to every single person, they're wrong. It's just a fake persona. Nobody's gonna be nice to every single person all the time. It's just unrealistic to expect that. And if I'm being quote unquote rude to someone, I'm not being rude to them. Especially people who are part of my community, especially people who are sending stuff over to me, like tunes and stuff like that. You're literally creating content for me, or you're helping me create content. Of course, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like taking a piss or whatever out of the person that's doing it. You know, it's all content. It's all just for fun. And like I said, I'm treating you guys like as friends. You know, you're not my friends because I don't know you personally, but I will treat you as if I would treat a friend. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, that makes sense. Hopefully some of that, of what I just said, actually made sense to people. And like I said, if it weeds out the people that think I'm being rude or whatever, or they don't want me to be like that, and they want me to be like a fake person, like I said, just leave. I don't care. I really don't. Anyway, that's it for the Ford Transit. I feel like I've talked a lot over this Ford Transit tune. It's really fun, honestly. It's just funny to drift something like this. It's just a big box that slides around everywhere. It's not a bad tune either. It really isn't. What would I change with it? Maybe the gear ratios slightly. 4th and 5th. Maybe make 5th tiniest bit shorter. And make 4th a tiny bit longer. By the looks of things, 4th and 5th are the two main gears that you're going to be using when you're sliding around the Kata S, the drift zone and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to control. I have nothing really bad to say about this thing. It's easy to control. It's fun to drive. It's not competitive. It's not meant to be competitive. It's supposed to be fun and playful, like you said. So, for that reason, this gets a thumbs up. It's a fun tune. I like this. It's pretty good. Alright, let's move on to someone else and see what else you guys have decided to send over to me. Alright, now the next one I'm going to pick, I know a lot of people are probably going to click off the video because it's a golden toge tune, but I want to pick this thing because of the facts that this guy has like said about the tune that he sent over. He said he got a 4 minute and 12 second on the golden toge with lots of mess ups, so he made a lot of mistakes. But it's a car that I know for a fact I've not really tried to test out in this game too much. So I think it should be kind of interesting to see what this tune is like, and obviously, you know, try to give some pointers, see if it's good or not. But he said that it could be a top 3 car on this, on the leaderboard, on the golden toge leaderboard. So I want to try that. So 260321 is the share code, and it's for Porsche 918. Handling beast, all-wheel drive, 980 S2. I mean, this should be guaranteed a very quick time. It's 887 horsepower. I don't know, why didn't he give it more power? I don't understand why he's given it only 887 horsepower. Like, he's just left the power stock. He made it lighter. I can see that. He made it lighter and made it more grippier, but like, he didn't give it more power. I don't know why. Weird. He then said after that he did a 408.5 with this car. And that's the second part of that comment that kind of got my attention even more. So Porsche 918 is what I got sent. Now, the actual leaderboards themselves, the golden toge times, the first 3 cars, the top 3 cars, is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which I probably shouldn't really consider that as a top car. I mean, it is a top car, but that's an X class, and there's not, like, out of the S2 cars, the top 3 S2 cars is the KTM Expo, which is one of the user submitted tunes, the Ultima, and then the Brabham BT62. I feel like the Brabham tune I should probably try again because I've tested it out way back when. I feel like the golden toge times or whatever, I got used to the golden toge a lot more since then, but I feel like it's kind of fair, you know what I mean? Like, trying to have that time renewed if I ever end up doing it at sometime soon. But it'll have to be with the same tune, and I don't know if I remember the same tune that I have for it. Anyway, those are the top 3 times. They're all under 4 minutes, right? So this guy's time is technically over 4 minutes. I mean, the next one is then a Sierra Alpha and then a Mercedes AMG 1. And those are all the top S2 cars. Those are like the top 5 S2 cars. So we'll see if this thing can make it top 5. This is pretty much what it looks like. Acceleration is very good. Again, I'm still surprised that he didn't. I like the way he left it as a convertible. Well, actually, it's not that it's a convertible. Sorry, I meant to say I like the way he left it as a convertible, even though that's not really up to him. But I like the way it is a convertible for me to play around with it like that. I feel like it's a lot more fun to have a look at. Interesting though, very, very interesting. We'll see. We'll see what sort of tire I can put down with this thing. Yeah, I want to know, why didn't you increase the power of this thing? I'm pretty sure you can get this thing to be like, or 400 horsepower. I don't understand why it's still like that. Can you not control the power, or what's good here? I know you don't need a lot of power for this, but I feel like it'll help, especially on the areas where you can drive quick in a straight line. You know what I mean? I'm already on sim steering, so let's just try and play like that. I'm gonna try to be serious here. What's that? I'm gonna turn my light off, just so I can actually see properly. I have a light like behind my monitor, basically lighting up the wall, so my room isn't as dark. but it's like sort of like a faded light, if that makes sense. It's definitely not slow, and I definitely wouldn't consider this slow, especially 800 horsepower. Jesus, especially 800, almost 900 horsepower with this thing. I know it's not slow. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that it could be very good if it had more power, especially for the straighty bits. Understeers a lot already. Brakes are okay. Brakes are actually very good. You have to ease on the power when coming out of corners. You can't just floor it with this. But it does understeer. If you go too hard on the power, it does understeer. Grip-wise around corners, very, very solid. Really, really solid. Very solid, very fast car, as you can see. Very easy to get used to though. Holy. I mean, I've driven around this track a bajillion times, so it's not like it's difficult to know how quick I can go for some of these corners, but obviously all cars handle differently. There's absolutely zero shred of this thing trying to oversteer at all. There's no oversteering at all from this car. I kind of prefer my cars to be a little bit more oversteery than understeering. This guy made it so it's a little bit understeering instead of oversteering. It is still balanced though, if I'm just a little bit more gentle on the throttle. Like, what I like to do with my cars is, when I build them, I try to make it so I can floor it out of corners as early as possible. Obviously, making me able to put down more power earlier, if that makes sense, right? If that requires me to make the car oversteer ever so slightly, then that's fine. That's my first crash. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do now another lap. What the fuck? What am I doing? What am I doing? That was terrible. I've kind of ruined it out. I'm still not 3 minutes in though, which is very impressive. First run doesn't matter anyway. First run I'm just kind of scouting, trying to learn the basics of the way this thing drives, pretty much. Yeah, it understeers a bit. It understeers a bit coming out of corners. The way to change that, I think slightly softer front suspension or stiffer rear end. Dampers as well, kind of do the same thing. And you can get this to rotate a little nicer. Maybe a bit of a diff change as well. I can't put my foot down fully out of corners. Again, it's 900 horsepower or whatever, you know what I mean? We did what? 405? Jesus, yeah, this is gonna be a fast car, boys. 406? 406 puts this thing the 4th fastest car with those crashes. I think we can do a sub 4 with this. This is a really fast car for this track. As long as I can try and minimize the understeering coming out of corners and stuff like that, I think we can, and obviously not crashing, but I think I can drive a little better and I can get this to a sub 4. 100%. It's a fast car. It's a good tune as well. I still don't know why he didn't give it more power. All the power that it could have. I don't understand that. I really don't. Alright, I'm gonna concentrate. Try to do a full, proper run.
Not great, but we'll take it. 356.9. That's the second fastest S2 car. Barely. Actually, it's by a second. The Ultima did a 357. So this is the second fastest. The KTM Expo is just unreal though. 351 with the KTM Expo. That was also S2. Yeah, it's a really good car. I think the whole understeer thing is kind of what ruins this thing. I don't know if it's just the car itself. Maybe he tried to make it more so it like oversteers or understeers less, but I think that little bit that it understeers coming out of corners, I think ruins it. I honestly do. Because I think it could be such a faster car if I could just put my power down a little better coming out of corners. I don't know. It's just the way it feels. I'm not a massive fan. And you'll be able to see it. I don't know if you saw it in the run, but like, it'd be cool if I had like a telemetry up all the time. Yes, I can put like a controller cam and stuff like that up on the screen, but like, that doesn't help,
right? That doesn't really help. It's just to tell you how much, like what percentage I'm using of my throttle and stuff like that. The only way to do that is if I literally have the telemetry up on the screen. And I don't know if I'm able to do that. Oh, can I do it in this? No, I can't. I was trying to think maybe I could do it in this mode, but I can't. And just have the telemetry up on the screen. Because you'd be able to see like my throttle control and stuff like that. I don't know. But, yeah. In some cases, I'm actually like kind of trying to accelerate, but like because of it understeering, I can't. It's just physically stopping me from doing it. And I feel like if I was able to accelerate in those points and have the back end push out slightly than the front, then I actually could be able to, because this thing has a lot of grip. I feel like I could possibly get this thing to rotate a little better and make it so it goes around corners quicker than it actually does now. It's a really good tune, so I want to say that it is actually a very good tune. I think a couple of times I did touch off the walls with like my back end or like basically my hips of the car because of just how quickly I was trying to drive as close to the wall as I possibly could. But it's a very good build. Props to this guy who's built this thing. Like I said, I told you what the issue is with it, that I think that if it could be improved, what I would try to improve on it. And then same with the power. I don't know why you just didn't give it full power. Yes, there aren't really many places where I can use it, but like the places that I can, I feel like it should be very useful. Can I go faster than that with the setup that it has now? Yes, I can. But I can say that about every single other car that I've brought on the list. You know, like I've tried to do one lap where I kind of learn how to drive it, and then another lap just fully at full speed, and then that's it. I don't want to keep doing like 6, 7, 8, 10 laps. You know, because I know for a fact I'll be able to go faster with every single car on the list. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the tunes. I appreciate them. They're very good. They were actually, the first one was very fun. This one also very fun to try out. It's a very fast car. I'm going to let you guys finish with this replay, and that's it for today's video. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.